Good morning everybody, hope you had a good night's sleep. We're going to make some breakfast for us all this morning. We've got a fire pit going, we've got all our stuff ready on a separate table. We've got ourselves organised to cook. When you're cooking at camp on a fire you need to have your legs covered and some decent shoes on so that the sparks don't get you. We've got our frying pan and something to hold it with, that's the most important. Don't be going picking up your pan up there. So the pan's on there getting nice and warm. We're going to make some eggy bread. Eggy bread's dead simple. Sure, you might have made this at home already. Couple of eggs. These look like posh farm eggs because they're all very different coloured. Are these from somewhere local?
They're just from up the road, definitely local farm eggs. Morning everybody, I forgot to say hello.
So, a couple of eggs, whisk them up. Look how beautiful those yolks are. They are amazing, you can tell they're farm eggs. And a splash of milk. Good splash of milk. If Angie wants to get out a couple of slices of bread and cut them in half, it's a lot easier if you use half slices of bread. You can manhandle them better in the pan. My pan's getting warm on the fire, so I'm going to put some oil in. Decent amount of oil for eggy bread, makes it sizzle nicely. There we go. If you've got your frying pan on your fire and the wind is blowing, see the smoke's going off in that direction, there's no point standing here to fry your eggy bread. You're just going to get a face full of smoke. Move out of the way. Don't ever touch your pan without the pan holder. Get that warm. Splash of milk. Then we've got, can't make the tongs work. Ah, there you go. See, that's technical. You need your bread and your eggs and you take those to the fire. If it's getting too hot, move it off. Don't let your bread soak, just dip. And then when you put it in the frying pan, away from you so that you don't splash yourself. Quick dip and away from you again. And do you see how near I was to the pan to get it in? If you drop it from a height you'll get a splash. So in and away, doesn't take very long. Turn that one over, turn that one over. It's quite hard to regulate heat on a fire. It's not like at home where you just turn the flame down. So sometimes you have to do a fair bit of juggling around with your pan. You can always take it off the flame for a minute to cool it down. You can move it to where there's no heat, or you can move it into full heat. It's up to you. Turn them over, get them going. Then, when you're at camp, you'll all have a pot bag. Or we call them pot bags, some people call them crockery bags. Something like this, made out of material, with all your pots in, that'll be named. So you know they're yours when you're washing up as a patrol. We'll have our plates ready. A little bit longer. Nice and crispy. And then we'll just have a couple of slices of bacon down the side as well. When you're at guide camp, I'm sure you will have duties and it'll be your turn to cook some mornings for everybody else. Thank you. Wipe my hands because I touched the raw bacon. Don't worry about that, it's just a little splash of fat. I'm moving these to one side because they're ready. I'll finish off the bacon and finish off the other two slices. So if you're on the cook patrol, you'll be the first ones up and you'll be getting breakfast ready for everybody. Quite often at this time of day at camp, we're also peeling potatoes ready for tea. So we get as much done as we can prep-wise so that you've got all day to enjoy your activities. Sort your tent out, air your beds, have a good chat. And then like most camps, you'll sit in a nice big horseshoe or at tables and benches depending. And it's a good way to start the morning, having a lovely chat with everybody. Make sure they've slept well. Find out what you need to do to make anybody's nights a bit better. You might find by this time somebody's got a bit chilly overnight. You need to find another blanket. Or that somebody just rolls out the side of the tent, which happens in our camps quite often. Okay. Just about ready. When you're cooking for a big group of people, we usually have a sort of a double boiler on one side of the fire with some water in the bottom and a bain-marie on the top keep everything warm. Because you can't cook 40 slices of veggie bread in one pan. So this, by now I would put these into the bain-marie to keep warm. But there's only the 3 of us this morning, a lovely peaceful campsite. Okay, do you want to get your plate, Angie?
I'm ready with my plate.
Okay, a couple of slices of veggie bread, slice of bacon.
Marvellous.
There you go.
Absolutely perfect. Well done.
And there's mine too. I'm just going to make sure that the pan is safe off the heat for later. I can't put it on the ground because it's going to burn the grass. So I'm going to take it right to one side and balance it off. Usually, or sometimes we'd have some flat pieces of wood on the ground like pan holders. That's not going to work. To rest your pan on. Okay.